Happy Save the Koala Day, everybody. It's TVB, and this is my first animal fact that I'm filming in my office, so this is really exciting for me. So yeah, since it is Save the Koala Day, what better animal to talk about for today's episode than one of Australia's most recognizable animals, the koala. So yeah, like I said, it's one of Australia's most iconic animals, and the koala can be found along the eastern side of the large island that is Australia, and isolated areas in Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, and South Australia. Populations of the big fuzzball are fragmented due to limited areas of eucalyptus trees that they call home. Speaking of eucalyptus, this tree and other Australian gum trees supply the vast majority of a koala's diet. Koalas are one of the few animals that can eat these unique leaves. They're actually really poisonous for most animals. Gum leaves are very fibrous and lacking other nutrients, which is why koalas eat 200 to 500 grams, or roughly a pound of these leaves every day. There's a special part of the koala's metabolism called the cecum that has a blind end and loads of microorganisms that break down the leaves and give the koala hydration. So koalas rarely drink water. There's a lot of myths surrounding koalas, and perhaps my favorite is that they get wasted off the eucalyptus trees they eat all day. Leaves can't be fermented like fermenting grapes or yeast to make beer or wine. Alcohol causes dehydration. Eucalyptus hydrates the koalas, as I just said. Otherwise, they'd be frantically sprinting to rivers to quench their thirst instead of hanging out in trees as much as they do. The word koala comes from the Aboriginal words meaning no drink. It fits. Move over, sloths. Koalas may or may not be the sleep champions of the animal kingdom. 22 hours of koala's day is spent sleeping. With all those leaves these marsupials eat, they conserve a lot of energy by snoozing, while their bodies have very slow metabolisms that digest the leaves. Koalas have one of the most unusual sleeping habits of any herbivorous mammal, as you generally see huge sleeping habits like that amongst carnivores, like big cats. Again, koalas don't get intoxicated off their leaves, but over 20 hours a day spent sleeping with the other bit just eating sounds like quite the stoner life to me. Perhaps one of the most interesting characteristics of a koala are their hands. Like primate hands like ours, a koala's hand has 5 digits, but these consist of 3 fingers and 2 thumbs. Not like our 4 thumbs and 4 fingers and 1 thumb. But also like humans, each koala has its own unique set of fingerprints, equipped with rough pads on its palms and sharp gripping claws on each digit on the front legs, and only 4 digits on the rear legs. Koalas have really good balance when moving in the trees despite not having an external tail. Please don't call these little cuties a koala bear! The reason why koalas got the nickname the koala bear is because of colonization. When Europeans arrived to Australia, they understandably didn't know anything about marsupials, and saw a great resemblance between bears, thus went with koala bears. Nowadays we know that koalas are not in the carnivora order. Heck, the platypus is more closely related to koalas than bears. And also guys, the koala may seem like a cuddly, fuzzy teddy bear, but like a lot of wild animals, that's not the case. They live high up in Australian trees and have little contact with other animals for a reason. And having one as a pet is a terrible idea since you somehow have to collect piles of eucalyptus leaves to feed the little guy, and chances are they'll be asleep while you'll be awake. So as cute as it sounds, having one in your house is a bad idea, but we can dream. And finally, while it's not legal to hunt koalas in Australia anymore, they're still in trouble. Koalas are protected by law, but their habitats aren't. Many forests containing gum trees are being cleared to build more houses, farms, buildings, and roads. This pushes koalas out in the open, leading them to starvation, disease, car accidents, and attacks from domestic animals like cats and dogs. It's important to help koalas. They've been a staple of Australian culture for centuries, and like most herbivorous animals, they help the reproduction of trees and other plants, through defecation. I don't want to see these adorable koalas die out, as they're one of the many reasons why Australia's wildlands are some of the most unique places in the world. So yeah, thank you guys a lot for watching. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Oh boy, September is almost over. Well, soon I gotta wake up Green Day again, don't I? Okay, you guys have a nice night.